Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. The start of this video ended up super jumbled, so you get me in post doing a new intro that'll go along with the original one. So, this is Shining Force Legacy of the Ancients, which is a soft remake built on the original game by Ivan Cal on SF Mods. I've got a link to that down in the description, but in short, it changes up a lot of the art, fixes a lot of the bugs, and implements a lot of things that seem to have been planned the first time but got overlooked. My co-host Daniel and I have lots of thoughts on it, so I hope you enjoy our blind Let's Play. So blind, I didn't even tell Daniel what we were doing. Now, on to the video. Hello, and welcome back to the Nihil channel. I'm Chris, and I have a co-host this time, and my good friend Daniel. So I'm just gonna jump to narration because it just starts. So an ages long forgotten. Light fought darkness for control of the world. Dark Dragon led the evil hordes of darkness. The ancients fought back with the powers of light. If you've played this game a lot, you know this, but we're gonna go through it anyway. Dark Dragon was defeated and cast into another dimension. The Lord of Darkness vowed to return in 1,000 years. Time passed, and Dark Dragon was forgotten by all. 10 centuries of peace ruled the land of Rune. Until the kingdom of Runefaust brought war and fear to Rune. So I didn't react to this well enough, but that's because I wasn't looking for changes yet. I didn't expect to see a change so fast in the prologue cutscene. But this art just looks awesome, dude. Like, you made it look so good, and you even preserved the original art, and I have no clue how you did that. It's like wizard stuff, and so it's just awesome. And Daniel was having some technical issues for the first few seconds and couldn't see the screen yet, so he didn't notice either. But after the fact, I was like, I think that might have been different. So I went back and we both just marveled at it. So I just wanted you to know, fantastic job. And here's a comparison as well I've put on the screen of the original art versus the new art. Just wanted to make sure I didn't gloss over that, because it looks awesome. Continuing on. Hordes of evil creatures ravaged every land. Here and there, strongholds of good still held out. Is good always capitalized there?
I'm not sure.
Waiting a hero who could wield the powers of light. I wonder who that could be. All right. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking the powers of light are probably like Link, Samus, Roy. Probably most of the starters from Smash Bros, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. What else does the old book say? Alright, this we all kind of know, I think. If you're new to Shining Force, welcome though. Really glad to have you here. But you can read that one. Alright, I'm thinking that we just name him Max. Does that work for you?
I think so. Could the screen come back on?
Do you not see it?
No.
Uh-oh. Well, let me, we're gonna have some technical things as we get off the ground here, but that's alright.
Yep. Okay. I was just gonna do it from memory.
I'm not gonna make you do that. Varios tells us, okay, that's enough for today. You'd better take it easy for a while. You notice anything?
The animations are different.
Yeah, his portrait's a little different, huh?
Yep.
And I feel like Max's hair is a little bit different too.
It's parted the opposite way, right?
I'm not sure. I thought it was the color.
It's a little, well, whiter in some spots.
Yeah. Well, Max had enough swordplay for today. I don't know how you keep at it hour after hour. I'm dead tired after about 15 minutes. You have the makings of a great fighter, Max. You'll be tested soon enough. Lord Varios, the king has sent for you. You must come at once. Of course, lead the way, guardsman. I fear the worst, Max. Prepare yourself for true battle immediately. So, for those of you wondering what's going on, I've probably already told you what's going on in the title of this video, but I've decided it would be more fun to keep my co-host Daniel a little bit in the dark as to exactly what all is different in this version of the game, so... and I don't totally know myself, so I'm excited to find out. Let's split up and see if we can't find out what's going on. I'll see you later. So I think people still have the same dialogue, for the most part. Oh, he's got a different portrait.
He's far more handsome than he used to be, that's for sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
His eyes make sense that he blinks them closed instead of open.
Yeah. He has eyes this time.
Yeah, he does.
A nice change.
It is a nice change.
That is not to say that vision impaired is less, of course.
Yeah, but it's weird when you blink your eyes open instead of closed.
Yes.
Alright, so I think they're all the same, so we're just gonna go up to the castle, because there's nothing weird. Huh?
What did that old guy just say?
Maybe it's not the same.
Did he just say, I hope to be a mage one day?
Someday I hope to go to Monarena and become a mage.
See, second career people, I think that's great.
Yeah, that's true. One of my favorite ones was, I don't watch sports. Normally, I'm not a sports guy. But, there was this guy I watched on the Texas Rangers for a little bit named Bartolo Colon. And, he's like this... I think he was in his mid-40s and had just started playing baseball and was not nearly in as good a shape as the other guys, but he was the pitcher and he hit home runs a lot, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, so I followed baseball a lot when I was younger, so Bartolo Colon was a super old player, but he was always pretty big dude.
Mm-hmm. Also, just real quick, that king, his coat's different.
It is. He actually looks a lot different.
Does he have a gold tooth?
Does he? He kind of does.
That's awesome.
I don't know what dentistry is like in this world, so... Apparently they go all out for the king, though.
Apparently so.
Seems like a good sign.
Alright, yeah, our small group of young but skilled warriors. Yeah, we'll take the task. I'm still not sure if that guy always said he wanted to be a mage.
Can't remember either. It seemed odd for that. The knights are different.
Yeah, they are. They used to be white. I think they used Arthur's model.
Yeah, and I feel like they don't address you as Max like that.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
That doesn't seem like something I remember.
Alright, we'll make sure to talk to people then. At least until I hear that they are the same. Because I might just be not remembering this properly, but it definitely feels like they didn't used to call you Max.
Yeah, I would remember Beat It Max because I would have found that funny.
Alright. There are real knights training out here. You might get hurt.
Yeah, I don't remember them being kind of jerks.
There's May. Let's see.
I don't remember getting to talk to her before either.
I don't know.
What did you do?
Huh?
What version are we playing that it's like different?
Do you want me to just tell you already?
I'm curious now.
Well, let's see how you feel about this. I saw this. It was in the patch notes.
Oh. Oh, you got it back to Lug. Is this the Japanese version?
No, it's not. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background.
It's usually my dogs when you do recording things, so I gotta say it feels kind of nice that it's someone else's dogs for once.
Yeah, I don't know what they're barking at, but we'll get it taken care of in just a second. Might be somebody at the door, but that's fine. Yeah, so they did get it back to Lug. This is not the Japanese version. I guess now I'll come clean. And I don't have the name of it, so we're gonna cut to me having the name of it. Alright, I've got it all pulled up now, so we are playing Shining Force Remake Legacy of the Ancients. It's a ROM hack that changes a bunch of the art, gives a lot of characters that didn't have unique art now. There's lots of difficulty things changed, like some of the enemies had rings in their inventory that it seems like maybe we're supposed to be equipped to them, because when you kill them, they don't drop them or anything, they just hold them. Now they're actually wearing those rings, and so their stats reflect that. So it just changes a lot of things like that, and I don't know what else. The guy on Shining Force Mods that made it, who I should probably credit here, didn't write down everything that it changes, because he wants you to be surprised. And so I decided to respect that. So the creator was Ivan Cal. So thank you, Ivan, for making this mod. So yeah, we have Lug the Warrior, because that was another mistake that he corrected. We got Ken the Knight, Teo, our apprentice mage, and Hans, our elven archer, of course, which is Daniel's favorite character.
Favorite character in the whole series. I hope that in this remake he is still like miserably horrible. after a certain point. I will amend my statement to say during the first 10 battles he is wildly useful. I will change one statement, is that I think it's funny that Lo, in like his first bit of dialogue, is like, yeah, I can only last in battle for like 15 minutes. Is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with you for battle. It's gonna last more than 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, are you useless or useful? Pick a side.
So it's kind of an in-joke that Daniel's least favorite character seems to be Hans.
It was just like the biggest like heartbreak.
Alright, there's our 100 coins.
I like that it's like not useful amount of money, unless you want to buy a bunch of medical leaves.
Yeah, we'll probably just buy one. That's kind of my standard.
Oh really? I don't normally buy anything. Oh, that's a lot different.
Yeah, he's got art now.
Yep. That almost doesn't look like a person.
Yeah, his looked pretty weird. This guy's looks okay.
Yeah. He has like Lois Griffin hair from Family Guy.
Yeah, he does.
It's got like the...
Oh, the weapon art is different.
Oh, it is. They take the staffs from the second game.
Oh, do they?
I think so.
All
Looks
right.
like it.
I'm gonna give the medical herb to Ken. Yeah, so Ken is one of my least favorite characters, so I figure for our teams, I don't know who all we're going to actually end up using. I'll see if these guys have new dialogue. Oh, yeah, okay. That's the same. So, I don't know who all we're going to use. I figured we'd do you pick, I pick, sorta. situation.
Okay.
So we gotta use Max.
Yeah. I'm good with Max. Well, in this case, I have to be, I guess.
Yeah. Did you notice the goblins look different too?
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh,
I
and
think I
so
like
do
the original better.
the dwarves look better too.
Yeah.
Alright, so, let's see. I never use low. I don't think I ever have.
Until more recent playthroughs, I didn't have a healer in my party when it became possible to not. Sometimes I would even just leave them dead. That looks a lot different.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. He has like fancy blue like Under Armour.
I'm really excited to see like everybody's new art and stuff.
I know. So we're starting this at the first like announcement and trailer for the Shining Force mobile app game.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of like old like concept art
Ooh.
that showed it. Actually, they like took some of the original concept art and turned that into some of the fight sequences from the trailer that I thought was cool.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because someone had gone back and pulled up some of the concept art and it was like exactly like the fight from the trailers.
Oh, cool.
So like the animations for like May, like that was like an original design, like one of the original like concept designs for the character.
That's pretty cool. Also, Teo looks great.
Yeah, she looks way better. Kind of meh on some of the other ones.
Yeah, Max is just weird. Like, I'm sure it's because I'm not used to it, but it definitely just seems weird.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I think I'm
It
just
feels
used to the other one.
Like too many things are moving. Like his headband is moving, his like belt is moving.
I like Lowe's a lot.
Yeah, Lowe's looks a lot better. I always thought the priest promotion always looked weird. Hans is the same.
Yeah, I think he's moving a little bit more.
Yeah, it feels a lot more bumpy. I feel like when they were doing this, they were like, well, we can't fix this character, he's infinitely broken. And they were just like, okay, just do whatever, do the bare minimum for this character and it'll be fine. Nobody will have him in the later half of the game anyway.
Maybe. Ooh. That was almost bad.
Yeah. Do you ever get Gong, like, before the first battle?
Not typically, but I have done it once just to say I've done it. Just to see kind of what that was like.
I think it's fun that you can get him before the first battle, but, like, having so many units to have to level up, it just kind of makes it even harder. Although this is a good level to grind on because it's so small.
Yeah, for sure.
But after, say, level 4, you're grinding very slowly. I remember one time, one playthrough, I grinded up to, like promotion levels, and I had to do it, like, 47 times.
Yeah, it definitely can be a lot.
Because promoted Max with his armor is, like, one of my favorite things.
Yeah, he does look pretty great. I'm interested to how that'll be changed.
I know, I wonder if he'll be in the same sort of, like, odd pose.
I don't know, he definitely is in that weird pose. I'm just gonna kill this dwarf off to make sure he dies, because...
I always like how, like, ripped they are.
Yeah, I appreciate, too, that, the art in battle is changed as well. It's not just the, sprite art.
Yeah.
Like, I like that it matches. Let's see. So you're talking about used to be a fan of baseball, or used to follow baseball, and I don't think you finished that thought.
Oh, so it was more just I knew Bartolo Colon, and he was always kind of like, he always kind of looked like he was like 40 and like shouldn't be playing professional baseball, but he was actually like a pretty good player. But
well,
so oh, maybe I should be the one driving.
I don't know, maybe so. I think I didn't lose anybody else. So,
I don't think
you
so
mentioned Gong in the first battle, huh?
I did. Let's go get our guy.
You know what? Why not? We're here now.
I'm like wildly curious what Go-Gurt's animation is.
Oh yeah.
See how he's different, because I feel like he'll probably be different.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like he's rotund. Okay, it's not that different then.
No, I think I like the old one more though.
I feel like he's kind of ripped in the original, but in this he kind of looks heavier.
Yeah,
He
Gong, you mean?
No, Yogurt.
Oh,
I call him Go-Gurt. I don't know why.
I mean that's fine.
That was what was popular when I was playing this the first time.
Yeah, Yogurt looks weird. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Just chubby.
The helmet is the change that gets me. But Bartolo was already always a pretty good player.
Yeah, he was.
That's good. I like that. That you can be anything you want to be, sort of, and it, you know, a pro athlete is on the table for you, even that late in life. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
All right, now we get to see Gong's new art here, if he has any.
I feel like he's like doubled. Like he looks like a giant.
Yeah, he looks bigger, I think. I also felt like there was a little bit more to that animation, like maybe one extra move.
That could be.
Hans is carrying us.
I told you, first 10 battles or so, he's like a must-have. It's that promotion spot where you're like, I don't know. Teo looks awesome.
Yeah, I really like that changed art for her.
That's by far my favorite of the adjustments so far.
Let me not lead with Max this time.
Yeah. This just looks like so peculiar.
I agree, but I can't tell if it's because I'm just so used to the old style.
Like, he's never had, like, classically beautiful, like, sword swing movements.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in, like, the original. But it just always feels so, like, static. Like, not static, but, like peculiar. Like, if you were holding a sword, you probably wouldn't, like, have your, like, arms, like, out to the left of you, sort of.
Probably. It looks like he's in, like, a heroic stance.
And maybe if we saw it from the other angle, it would look better.
What do you think about Lug?
And he doesn't start with a sword, does he? Oh, he does start with a small sword.
Yeah, you're thinking of Gort.
Yes.
Gort.
Oh, I wonder what he looks like.
I don't know. Yeah, see, like, there's an extra... It's really, really fast, but there's an extra, like, animation in there where he, like, poses for a second or something.
Yeah. They're, like, kind of tweaking. Like, tweaking out.
Alright, this is going way better this time.
Got a little momentum now, because we got Gong to join us.
That, and I think that I just had better placements this time by a lot, so that we're not getting decked by those dark dwarves immediately. Because last time, it was almost worse. He doubled Hans, but Hans dodged it. Let's see, so this is almost wrapping up the first battle. I don't know who we're gonna take. Usually from this starting team, I end up with Max, Teo, and Lug, or Luke, and sometimes Hans. But that's kind of how I end up having my team built. I don't know if you take more people or less people than that.
So it's usually Teo that makes it all the way, and Lug. Sort of. So maybe around like level 5 after Luke's promotion, I'll probably give him up.
I see. I just realized too, we should probably explain that. For those of you who don't know, Luke's name, if you've played this before, Lug's name is originally Luke. Also, that fairy looks different, I think. But Luke being named, or Lug being named Luke was a translation error. And it was fine until we got Shining Force 2, and then there was an actual Luke in the game, and it was like, oh no. So when we say Luke, that's who we're talking. We're talking about this. We're talking about Lug.
I like that they didn't think that we'd be able to handle a character renamed Lug, but he's a character with like a clown nose that probably is fairly off-putting to like a new player anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's like, because like when I recommend the game to people, I'm always like, you gotta like play a couple of battles to get like really pulled into it. And pretty much that character's nose is like the main reason I say that.
Oh, interesting. Oh, the Rune Knight looks different too.
Yeah, it's the same as the Shining Force 2 animation.
Is it? I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of experience with Shining Force 2. I have some, but like definitely not as much as you do. Especially because you've been playing that one a lot lately, I think.
Yeah, I just started my replay because I figured with the app coming out, if it is like a gacha game, that if I fall in love with a bunch of like lower players in the game, I might be able to afford them. So like if I fall in love with like Mei, who is like an archer centaur, like I might be able to afford her in the game, whereas I might not be able to afford Xylo or something.
Yeah, it
kind
seems
of a weird
like
strategy.
Usually they're random. Like usually, yeah, I think they're all random typically.
Because in most of the gacha games I've played, because I play a couple, but I don't like pay to play, but I'll
Same.
play them and just play for years until I can like unlock the people that I want.
Yeah, I do the same with Fire Emblem Heroes.
Whereas, so I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which is basically a gacha game. And to get like characters that you've heard of and like, you have to play quite a bit or pay a lot. So when I just like took the time to unlock them, but it's like fun to have some characters that you like know who they are. So I figured if this was a gacha game, this is a lot different because most of the characters are unknown. So like assigning like a stats to them is probably more what would make them popular than like wanting the character. So like in the Star Wars game, Darth Vader is really strong.
You're a little bit muffled. Are you like further away or anything?
Nope.
Oh, now
Can
it's
you hear
better.
me better now? How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So in the Star Wars game that I play, Vader is really good. And like Darth Revan are really good characters, but it takes a long time to get them.
Mm-hmm.
But in a game like Shining Force, none of these characters are that popular. And from the trailer, they've assumed that Max, Bowie, Mei, and Sarah are probably the most recognizable characters, which is probably fairly accurate. But as far as like it goes, there's not like a character, like no one's gonna be like losing their mind over like Musashi beyond like deep cut fans. So like creating that hierarchy will be interesting to see how they do that. Of like what character are they gonna make you pay for that you'd want to pay for?
Yeah.
Again, versus like super fans that want everybody.
For sure. I think the art draws in people even more than stats. Like, I think people would go nuts for Musashi just because he's a samurai and looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what he'll look like in this playthrough.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm now questioning everything.
I don't know if you noticed too, another thing that Ivan seems to have fixed was the terrain bonuses actually give you defense.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because Hans was hitting 7s on the goblins, and now in the mountains he's hitting 4s.
Maybe he fixed Hans.
I don't even know what to say to that one. Maybe so. I have no idea. Oh, so see, this like actually does make me think more, because normally I just go right here because I like the position the most, but it's like here I'm going to take less damage. And I'm not worried feeding experience to max right now, because obviously we're going to use max.
Yep. Do you ever like adjust, so like if you know like on a playthrough you're not going to use Ken, will you like either like leave him dead for a few battles, or do you still like use him until you switch him?
I'll use him till I switch him, but I won't give him as much experience points. I'll use him to like damage people rather than kill people.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Sometimes I'll just use them as a shield, so I can get like my like core closer without having them take hits. But
just by the way, the other day I was watching a video that talked about how this is one of the worst levels in a TSRPG ever. And I just thought the criticisms were so good that we're like, looking at, this is the second level you run into if you're a new player, and immediately you're just thrown into these mountains that are super tedious to navigate.
Yep.
It's like really not a great way to start.
It just kills the pace, because this battle is very easy, but it's so slow to actually finish it.
Yeah.
Which is actually one of my criticisms of Shining Force 2, where the maps are so big that...
Ooh, that's a new background, isn't it?
It looks like the colors are different, but it doesn't look too different.
I don't know, I'm like... Watch us, like, react to all these new things that aren't really new.
I know. I'm, like, very curious to see if that old guy says that he wants to be a mage.
Yeah. Definitely unsure.
Very curious.
I forgot to mention it earlier, too. I'll link the download for this mod in the comments, or in the description. So that if you really want to play this and either get ahead of us or play along with us, you can do that and follow along. And I think it's really cool that this mod is relatively new, but it was made before the announcement of the mobile game too, so it's really cool that people, even all these years, have been, you know, creating Shining Force mods and content, and just keeping it going.
It seems like a lot of like the game devs and things I've met on the internet, Shining Force is always like one of the reasons they wanted to like create their own games.
Why do you think that is?
Like deep cut gamers reference Shining Force as like an inspiration, more so than say other things. Like playing Shining Force made me want to create games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure I have a good answer for it, but it seems like there's a lot of, like, it's not a popular game, but people that want to make games seem to all know about it.
Do you think it's because in the sense of humor and stuff that maybe a little bit of the developer's personality comes through more? And it seems like you can tell they had fun making this?
It's definitely possible.
because it's always a game I felt like the people that made this were having fun.
Yeah.
And I think that comes across too when you play it, and just the vibe of the whole experience, where if I want to take it really seriously and sit down and have like a tactical experience where I'm planning everything out and stuff, I can do that. But if I want to just sit down and relax, I think it's also a good game for that.
I would agree with that.
You can kind of take it as fast and hardcore or as slow and casual as you want to.
I think the story structure is really solid. So like you get a very like structured story that works. And like the gameplay is pretty solid, but a lot of the emphasis is more on the story. So I think that probably could be a reason that game people are interested in it.
Maybe so.
Because it doesn't really have like a gimmick or anything. Whereas like other games, like you play to try the motion controls, or like characters get different guns. Like it's very simple in its game style. It can be more complex if you'd like it to be, but like you can't just like sit there and play it and relax.
Who should I feed these goblins to, you think? I'm like hesitating because I'm not sure who to feed them to. Do you want to use Gong the whole way through?
I kind of do, because his promotion is so cool.
I know I've used Gong in the I didn't think he'd do 6. Oops. I know I've used Gong in the Game Boy Advance game. I don't know if I've used him though in the original, so that'll definitely be a different experience.
Do you know much about G.I. Joe?
Not a lot. I was into it for a little while as a kid, but it wasn't like one of my mainstay things.
Yeah, I'm not sure how old you are, but I think it was a little like beyond me. Like it came out like before I existed. So like my brother was pretty into it, who's 3 years older, but I think it was kind of more of a like early 90s thing, more so than...
Yeah, I was born in 95, so...
Oh, really? Okay. I was born in 91.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're even older than me, and it was before your time.
I thought you were older. Anyway, but there's a character named, and I should know this. Well, I don't know if I should know it, but there was a character named Dusty who looked exactly like Gong's promotion. I'll see if I can pull it up quick.
Yeah, if you send it to me, I can put that on the screen right now, so you at home, when I'm editing this video, you'll be able to see that.
Yeah, Dusty Sandstorm.
I feel like I remember the name of the character.
He just kind of has like the same like desert hood that Gong has.
Watch me, like, in editing, be looking at this and be like, what is he talking about?
I'm sending you the picture now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, while I'm looking at the picture, I'm gonna be like, what is he talking about? Like, I don't see it at all.
It's absolutely wrong.
I can't get over how good Teo looks.
I know.
Before, she just looks like, her old animation, she looks like a...
Word, didn't she?
If you want to call it that, I was gonna say it reminds me of like a teepee or something. Like she's just a big triangle.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm not really planning on using Ken, so I'm just kind of letting him chill. I'm gonna try and feed this one to Gong too, maybe. See how turn order works here.
Can do a Gong run. Just maxing Gong all the way through.
You can to some extent. I'll give it to Teo. Teo works. I saw that, like, there's a way to manipulate one of the villagers to walk in between the guards that are supposed to block you at the bottom of Guardiana when you start. And so you can actually start the game without recruiting all of the starting party and just go get Gong and do the first 2 battles with just Max and Gong. Alright, probably stop fast forwarding at this point. Daniel ran away for a second, but I am just here doing it solo then. If you guys want to see a Gong challenge video, let me know too. That sounds like it'd be fun to try and do these first 2 with just Max and Gong. I definitely wonder how much they would level. I feel like they'd eventually cap out at some point, and it would get really tough. Like they'd stop getting so many levels from goblins and things. But maybe we'll see. I'm not gonna do that. It's a long battle. Let's not mess it up right at the end here. I don't think we're going to end up using low, so I'm not really going to worry about that. Let's also not run Lug into death there. It's very weird calling him Lug. Like, I'm determined to for this playthrough, but I'm definitely not used to it. Could have Ken help out a little bit. Might as well. Make sure Teo gets this kill. I feel bad not using Ken, just because his new art looks so good.
I am back. Sorry.
Alright, that's fine. I was just doing some solo commentary. Talking about how we might do a Gong challenge run at some point and do these first 2 battles with just Max and Gong.
It's sometimes fun to leave some characters dead and just, like, try something to see if you can do it.
I don't think I want to have him just run into stuff.
He can get some pretty nice hits in, like later on in the game, if you really work on him.
Mm-hmm.
In Shining Force CD, sort of like the other games, CD, Sorta Hajaya, and Final...
Yeah. Make sure you don't spoil those, because I've said in the comments, but not in a video, I actually haven't played those. So,
oh, you haven't?
Not at all.
Oh. This won't really be a spoiler.
Okay.
So, there's a character in one of the other games that's like Gong, that's like Xylo level of stats.
Wow.
Like really, really strong, and he's super fun to play with. But that's all I'll say for now then.
Alright.
I think you're really gonna like those games. In some regards, I think they're better than these ones.
I think I'm really gonna like them too. I'm really excited to finally play them. I just haven't because I was like, if all of the Shining Force we're gonna get for the rest of my life is already in existence, I'm gonna like piecemeal it out to myself.
Oh yeah, they do some really cool stuff in the CD game. Again, I won't spoil it, but like.
So I guess now's a good time to say while we're still in the first episode. I kind of plan on this, and I might edit in like a little bit more of an intro because wow, our original intro was rushed. I think I'm gonna wait and give this to Gong.
You want to re-record everything?
No, just the intro.
Gotcha.
I'll just add a little bit more context.
Okay.
So this is going to kind of be my my journey through all the Shining games that I haven't played as well. Games like the CD games, Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force 3. I haven't played any of those. So, but I'm a huge Shining Force fan, so I think it'll be really cool, and that's not a big, let me see here. Okay, I think that's all normal. But I think it's kind of a rare thing to have somebody that grew up with Shining Force and is super into it that hasn't played the later games like that. I barely even have experience with Shining Force 2. So I think it'll be really fun to do those as Let's Plays. You guys can see my first experiences and everything that I think about it.
So, is it savor the moment kind of thing? Is it just
that's sort of
concern?
what it... A little bit of both. Do you talk now? I forget. Yeah. Yeah, his talking animation is really unsettling.
I know, it almost looks more like a landscape than it does a human being.
Oh, there's the axe. That's
The
different.
weapons seem way more, like, epic than the original weapons.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, you ready to go get Gort?
Let's get him.
Oh, he's holding an axe this time.
Good.
That's different.
Oh, he looks the same.
Until we get into battle.
Oh, that's true. I always liked Gort more than Lug.
You can call him Luke if you want. Like I said while you were gone, I'm struggling with that.
Yeah, me too.
Was his sign always damaged after?
I have no idea.
I feel like that's new. But like I said, it's this whole thing is gonna be just us being like, wow, that's new, to things that are not at all new. These little details that we give credit for that were always there.
I like that they bleed blue.
Yeah, I'd always was like confused about what these guys were, sort of. Like, I don't know, they just always look weird. Like, what is this bag? Is it their shield?
Could be.
Like, I don't know.
Maybe he was robbing the monastery, and then he got attacked on his way out.
They, like, all have it, though. Like, the guy down here has one, too. He just has this little bag.
Huh.
Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe it's their rations or something, or, like, bandages. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a...
Oh, do you think Kane looks different?
Oh, I kind of hope not. I think there's like maybe a cool conspiracy that like all the knights kind of like started like robbing the town, and then like they were like, oh yeah, we got injured, it was awful.
Maybe so.
The knights had turned rogue.
I think though that this is where we end our first episode.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on the Nihil channel. We're gonna keep this train going and do some more Shining Force 1 for you, probably until we finish it, and then we'll just keep on rolling, and my plan is to sort of go in, not release order, but in story order, but saving some things till the end as well that are a little special, so it'll still be a surprise. I've got my whole order mapped out for you, or in my head, not for you guys to know yet, but in time you'll know. So I'd like to thank Daniel so much for joining me, and I will see you, we'll both see you in episode 2. So stick around.
All right. If you're not staying for the Shining Force, stay for all the Bartolo Colon talk.
Yes, that, and also I should probably include that Daniel and I have a podcast. I should probably shill that a little bit, some shameless plugs. We are both on the Turn by Turn podcast, so if you want to hear us talk more about RPG games and Shining Force and everything else, definitely head over to wherever you download podcasts and check out the Turn by Turn podcast. I don't know what our most recent episode would be when this goes up.
Oh, it might be Advanced Wars, which actually would be a pretty good start point for new listeners.
Yeah, that could be good.
Because it has some good zany stuff in it.
Yeah, if you want a good start point, Advance Wars or our top 5 RPGs is another really good starting point, I think.
Yeah, we record them in a way that they're not time sensitive, so like you can listen to it and have fun listening to it regardless of what day, what year it is, whatever. So all episodes are relevant. So
yep.
Don't feel like you have to start with the most recent or start from the beginning. Just enjoy the backlog as it exists.
That is exactly my advice. And with that, we will see you in episode 2.
Bye.
Bye.
Time don't feel so linear, with heartbreak so familiar. We all know what's insane, so why not break the chain? Break the chain, break the chain, break the chain.